Hey guys, it's Erica, and like 5 days ago I went to a nursery, filmed a nursery tour. I'll have it linked down below, and I bought this really pretty African violet for only $1. It was on clearance, and we're gonna revive it because it's not really looking too good. It's pretty healthy, I think, but it just looks kind of not that great, which is probably why it was on clearance. So we're gonna revive that today. All the revenue for this video for the next 30 days is going to be going to a Black Lives Matter organization. So if you have the time, watch the ads all the way through, click on them if you want to, and we're going to get into the video. I feel that one of the best plants to buy on clearance is an African violet. I'm forever gonna live by that because they're only $1 on clearance. From Lowe's, they're $3.99. This one I paid full price for. It's blooming, it's looking really nice. But yeah, $3.99 for this. Hey guys, it's Future Erica. So when I was looking for the old footage of my African violet, I found out, or I realized that this is actually the one that I got on clearance because I left the, I don't know, I assumed that this one was the one I paid full price for, but this is actually the one on clearance, and it looks really good, and I feel like it's more like, ooh, since this one is blooming. It came from nothing, and now look at it. It's just thriving. It looks so good. I can't believe this is the one that was on clearance. It bloomed just in time for this video. Okay, anyways, continue on. Just for the rest of the video, just this one is the one that was on clearance, not the one without flowers, so my mistake. This one I bought on clearance. It definitely did not look this full and beautiful. I'll have pictures of how it looked when I first bought it, and it's really kind of, there's a lot going on in here. It's very packed. There are some little flower buds that are gonna pop out soon. I don't know if I can capture that. It's kind of deep in there, but it looks so good. And one day this one is gonna look as good as this one. So yeah, I'm very excited about this plant because it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's just like such a nice purplish color, and it has the really pretty splashes of variegation on the edges. And I've been wanting an African violet that doesn't look like this because this one is the one that is commonly found in stores, and I have 2 of them already, so I wanted to get a different one, and I'm so happy that I found this one. So what I'm gonna be doing is kind of cleaning it up, making it look a little bit better, and getting it on its way to just looking like a nice little African violet that wasn't $1. So when you're buying an African violet on clearance, the first thing I would do is choose the one that has the most new growth that's about to pop up. Like, don't even worry about these floppy leaves over the edge. Just pay attention to the new growth that's coming out, how much new growth is coming out. Don't worry about the blooms or anything like that because those can come back again later. So that's what I did when I chose this one. I honestly chose this one because of how pretty it was. So if you want a pretty one, go ahead and choose a pretty one. The first thing that's really bothering me about this are these floppy leaves on the edge. I don't think they're helping the plant that much. Like, we can get rid of them. They're kind of just in the way a little bit. So I'm gonna propagate these leaves. I have my little propagation attempt in here. It's looking pretty good. This leaf looks like it's rotting, so that's not the best, but it does have its little leaves coming out. So all of them have rooted and they're looking really great. I'm so proud of this. So I really want to add one of these leaves to the collection because, like I said, this is so pretty and I like it more than I like the other one, if I'm being honest. But we're gonna add it into here, and I'm actually gonna water this. I've only watered this like 2 times since I got it, or since I propagated it, so I think right now is a good time to water it. So I just watered that, and we're gonna set it aside. And now we are going to cut the leaves off of this plant. I have my shears here, and I would say to go as close to the base of the plant as possible because it does leave these ugly kind of edges on the side. So that's why you want to go as close to the base as possible. So I'm just going to do that. We got one leaf. I'm just gonna remove all the big leaves that are bothering me. It's purely for aesthetic reasons that I'm cutting these off. I just don't want them hanging out here. This is how it's looking now. I feel like I could remove these 3 leaves also and it would look more put together, but I'm going to leave them because they don't really bother me that much. These ones really bothered me though. So I cut them off and we're gonna propagate all 4 of these gigantic leaves. These are pretty huge. And I'm just gonna cut the stems shorter because they're pretty long. This is how short I went. I don't think it really matters. I would like to put them all in the same container as the others, but I don't think it's gonna fit, so I'm just gonna put as many that will fit in here, especially because these leaves are so big. So I think only 1 leaf fit, but that's fine. I will propagate the other ones in a different container. By the way, if you want to see how I propagated these, I have an African violet care video that I can also link for you guys to watch, but we're gonna let that one grow some roots. And these ones, I'm going to put them in a separate container. I don't have a container on me at the moment, but I will show you guys once that is done. So we're going to set these aside, take a look at the plant again. And it does look, I think it looks a lot better. It definitely would look better with these 2 leaves removed, but I don't want to remove them. And now we're going to focus on the flowers. So you can see that some of the flowers are spent, some of them are looking really pretty, and some of them still have not bloomed yet. So what I'm going to do is just cut off the stems of the flowers that are spent. So this stem is coming off from the base. I'm going to cut the stem off all the way completely from the base, the same exact thing that we did for the leaves. I'm going to leave these flowers on because they look healthy and I really like how the flowers look. Some of them haven't bloomed yet and I want to give them a chance to bloom, but you can see so many stems are left here that were cut, and that's fine. It's fine. It's going to grow back and it's going to look more beautiful than ever. If your plant has completely like all dead flowers, definitely cut them all off. They're pretty easy to grow back again, so your plant will be blooming again in no time. I wouldn't worry about it too much. This is how the plant is looking. I actually might end up cutting these leaves off because they are starting to bother me. The more put together the plant looks, except for these extra leaves, is kind of bothering me. Okay, so here's the little plant. It looks so bare now. It's so cute, but it looks great. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this plant looked very healthy to me. The only reason it was on clearance, what I assume, is because it didn't look nice, but it definitely looked healthy. So this plant looks so healthy to me, and that's why I feel comfortable cutting off all of those leaves, because these leaves could be potentially better for the plant to keep on, but this plant definitely looks so healthy. It looked so healthy. It was just a little ugly, so I just wanted to clean it up. And you can see there are new baby leaves coming in here and in here, so I'm not worried about it at all. We're gonna let it grow. It's so cute. One day will be the size of this one and it's gonna be great. But for now, I just think this is the most adorable thing ever. And I would buy this plant if I saw it. So there we go. And I have so many leaves here to propagate, so I can grow a bunch of baby plants with these leaves and give out the babies. So I'm gonna find a container to put these in because there's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these leaves. That's a lot. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna put those aside. These are all the flower stems that I cut off. They're pretty much dead except for this one. This one looks like it was about to bloom, but that's fine. It doesn't really need to be putting its energy into growing flowers at the moment. I would rather it put its energy into growing new leaves, but we're gonna throw these away. If you buy an African violet on clearance and it has like some yellowish, brownish leaves, cut those off. Otherwise, I would recommend leaving as many healthy leaves on as possible, even though it looks really ugly, and maybe waiting until the plant is farther along in its growth process before cutting them off to make the plant look more beautiful. But I went ahead and did it, so if you think that your plant is healthy enough to withstand losing 7-8 leaves, then you can do so. This one I feel like was very healthy, like I said, but if your plant is not looking very healthy, then I would leave on as many healthy leaves as possible just to let it recover, get back into that beautiful looking stage, and then deciding how to trim it to kind of beautify it. I think it looks so good. It's so pretty. I'm so happy to have this one. I kind of wish that I bought more because there was a bunch of $1 African violets and they were really pretty, diverse looking ones, and that's not really that common in nurseries. I think that was the first time in a nursery that I saw African violets on sale for $1. Usually I'll find them on sale at Lowe's for $1, so that's a good place to look. But like I said, they usually have just the common ones, like this one with the violet flowers. So that might have been a short video. I feel like it was very short, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you end up buying a $1 African violet, because that is the best way to purchase an African violet. And when you guys tell me that you bought an African violet on clearance, that just, yes, that's what I like to hear. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!